So Mordecai, you're at the top. You have Jasper. That was our quick battle recap of, hey, here's everything from last time. Bada boom. Let's get going.
All right. First things first. Jasper is going to take a swipe at those two there. And chunk. And the chunk.
Ooh, nice. Well, all right. So the 22 absolutely is going to hit, and as seems to happen when these things get destroyed, their compatriots get to rush. They get to rush forward, and that is going to mean that on the death of one, there's really not too much more except this one can get all up on Jacob. Otherwise, it looks like they have. It looks like they've finished their. There's really no more spider movement here. Okay, and then the second one was a natural one. Unfortunately, Jasper squishes the first, goes for the second, and it just like woo, leaps out of the way, and it avoids the claw attack.
And then for myself, what am I going to do? I want to. I am. Alright. I'm going to cast Darkness. For the first time ever, since I'm being anti-flanked. Kind of centered around Jacob so that all these guys have disadvantage on their attacks against him.
Okay. Darkness envelops real Jacob and the not real spiders that are assaulting him. And anything else then?
Who has inspiration right now? Because I forget.
Nobody, I don't think.
I thought you've been loading up Jacob, but I don't know if there's a note. I thought you've been tossing him bardic inspirations.
I thought I had.
Oh yeah, no, you did toss one to Jacob that he hasn't spent yet. So you can toss another one if you'd like.
I will toss one at Celine then.
Okay.
I remember I had one, but I don't remember if I spent it or not. I think I did.
No, you haven't spent yours either, right? Because I've been watching videos.
Okay. Then I still have it too.
But yeah, Mordecai is doing a little bit of a tumbling act to inspire Celine.
Okay. That'll definitely inspire her. I'll say why in the sidebar.
All right. So that was then Mordecai and Jasper. This is going to bring us over to Bright. Bright gets to do something on an initiative. Bright, what would you like to do?
Okay. So I'm still getting my bearings. So I still have. Ooh, wow, it's fast now. My pings are working differently because I'm using a different web browser. Everything is wrong for me this week. But I still have the wall of force surrounding Real Me and Casimir and Peggy Sue and seems like there's someone else in there. Who else is in there?
Real Mordecai.
Real Mordecai.
Mordecai, okay.
And real Casimir and fake Casimir. I don't know if he's fake, but you know.
Spirit Casimir.
Yeah, spirit. Detached.
So let's review the different enemies on the map because we've got this one here, and then we've got these, and then we've got these, and then we've got these. What do they all do? I forgot.
I think the spiders move when you hit or kill them.
They also hit really hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
These ones I don't remember if they did anything.
I think
do.
they
Explode.
blew up
Exploded a little.
static, like a psychic energy.
Yeah,
Hey,
48.
Yeah,
Right.
and then I don't remember the ones. I don't think I've been hitting them.
You all,
tree ones?
besides one of them making an attack against one of your first summons of birds, none of you have seen what these squiggly armed ones do. They're the first ones to come out, and you've been prodigiously popping them, but they haven't really shown you anything that they do besides move 2 squares per round.
No, we've got this one here too, right?
Yeah.
And this one is...
This is fun. I'll just do this all day.
Right,
Con,
that's
this is
fine with
sonar.
whatever
We're being
pings.
actively pinged. That is what did you know? What? Hang on. Where did I? Thought I had a note on this. Is we were at the bottom of 5. Sorry, 1 second. Where is my library? You know what? This right now isn't a thing. As this isn't coming to mind, and I don't see my note in front of me about that. So,
All right, so I dissolved that one with the power of my mind.
Yes.
So
clearly,
They just
everyone,
did
you're
it.
welcome.
The power of
welcome.
deduction.
Yeah. I noticed that it didn't really exist and then it stopped existing. You could do things like that with the Feywild. Okay, so in that case, I'm just gonna take a shot with a firebolt at this guy up here.
oh, gotcha. All right.
There it is. Oh, 12.
12. I believe 12 was was an acceptable number. These things aren't really tough.
They're not beefy.
Yeah, they're not beefy. Let me bring up my.
They're glass cannons.
Yeah, they're kind of just meant to, I don't know, like just kind of bum rush you all and.
Gribbly. Be gribbly.
And yes, they are very gribbly. They're gribbling everywhere, and this thing just explodes. You get that kind of like distortion of psychic energy as it's waving through reality, and then boop, it's gone.
It's been gribbled. Okay, that's all. I don't think I need to move. I think I'm in a good place.
Yeah, Bright, you're just kind of a turret right now. It's working pretty well.
Okay.
This is now going to be Jacob.
I'm here.
You are surrounded by these spider things that, oh man, if they do hit you, they're hitting like a Mack truck. What are you gonna do? You have 4 of them. You have 4 of them up on you.
Let's see here. Center. Yeah, I can make that distance. So I'm going to end up moving here using, because I need to. It's going to drop me by a spell slot. So.
All right.
Then I'm going to, well, technically, if that moves 50, I can move over my own body.
If you'd like.
And I am going to attack. Well, I'm just going to start attacking until things start dropping.
Sure. All right. So you're going to take a hairy step, sort of back into yourself. It feels a little weird, kind of like pins and needles, like there's no mechanical detriment. Kind of like that numb, like you're waking up feeling. And you have these things, and go ahead. And are you? They're all one shots, so I don't know if it really matters if you're starting with one. If you just want to put them down in a particular order. Hit, and no hit.
I believe I still have an inspiration.
You do.
That you do.
D10.
Yep.
D10.
12 you said was acceptable. 11
Yes.
plus 1.
On those, I don't remember what their AC was.
Their AC is not 12.
Oh no, that's the other ones. The other ones
Yeah,
are
the
the.
spider ones.
Alright.
I think it's 50.
There's still 2 drops, I think.
All right, Mordecai. If only it was just a little bit more inspirational here.
My booty doesn't
Jacob
do
in
it
the
for
heat of
him.
battle wasn't able to understand your interpretive dance.
Nope.
Jacob only has eyes for Caspian.
Ooh.
That's the that's the real ship right there.
This is the love triangle.
So that's how this is going. Okay.
Anything else from you, Jacob, or are we going to Celine?
I got nothing. Move on.
All right, there's Celine.
Yes, there is a me. Okay, so what I am going to first up, pull up my character sheet.
That'd be smart.
Yes.
I am going to use my Reaper to attack these 2 here
Pew pew.
with a Jolt Touch.
Oh, I figured out what that was. I think I just dispelled Celine's spiritual weapon.
Oh, that was the spiritual weapon. That's right. Well, sorry, Celine. Bright didn't want it to exist, and so it stopped.
So
It's
does
all right.
14 hit the first one?
We'll put it back. All right. I'm sorry. Chill touch. Oh, that's right. Your death domain means that you can you
Target
yeah
three
you get like a
creatures
twin
within 5
spell.
feet.
All right. So the
Yep.
first one hits and explodes
Oh.
the spider.
And the second one's definitely going to miss.
No, unfortunately not. Jacob, this skeletal hand just sort of like manifests by this spider and goes for the poke, but unfortunately it kind of goes out of the way. And but as it's coming for you, you do this. Yeah, there you go.
To be fair, you are surrounded by darkness.
You
Um,
did that on purpose.
Oh, shooting into darkness. You should have been at a disadvantage.
I should have been at disadvantage, yes.
Ah.
If that's the case, then I will very
yeah, yeah.
quickly roll an inspiration for that first one.
Oh,
The second one's gonna miss no matter what, but the first one I'll roll the inspiration dice.
sure.
That's a
Okay.
17.
That one hits. Yep.
Yeah. Now, spiritual weapon wherever it went, it can move up to 20 feet.
Yep.
And I know it was.
Let me grab an asset for you here, okay? Because I was super panicked. I'm like, I really don't remember. It's not like there may not be new things, but I don't remember revealing anything. And so your spiritual weapon, I'm gonna have it be a red frog, and it was somewhere over here. I think it was like right here. All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
it's gonna move up and attack this guy here that I'm pinging.
Sure, blip.
Alrighty. Spiritual weapon. Wing and don't miss.
Oh,
Hey, there we go. And
Got it.
attack. 10 force damage. And, splatter
it does not explode. It just kind of dissipates
Crumbles.
into nothingness.
Alright, that is my action, bonus action, so that's all I can do.
All right. Now we come down to Casimir and the Owls. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Jesse and the Rippers, but it'll do. So Casimir, what are you doing here with your band of owls?
Alright. Starting from... Well, they're all going to attack. Starting from that one, clockwise would be the rolls.
All right. Hoot hoot.
And it is +3 for each.
Now your last
Wow.
owl that's hanging out by Jasper.
Oh,
do you want
that's
that to
a
attack the spider, or do you want it to fly out to the perimeter?
Hold on, I rolled the wrong. The one by Jasper can just attack that.
Okay.
Hold on, I rolled the wrong dice. Okay, this is all +3.
All right.
Still not good rolls.
The lowest is an 8.
Yeah. So all right. You kind of you command your owls to fly out, and they do just that, and they take out that one, This one still survives over here. And then the others go down, including this last one. Casimir, you kind of clench up for a second because this owl was very sloppy. Like, it was coming down, and even though there's no wind, it just kind of, I don't know, forgot how to fly for a second. But it's still able to clip this thing, and it sort of like rips away a strip of flesh, and it just evaporates into the white nothingness that surrounds you all.
It's
Okay, and then now you are behind a wall of force. You can cast spells, but that's really your axe is not really going to be too effective.
lethal one. How is help?
Me? I think I'm okay. Let me check. It could be better. Better. But I have the wall, so it will probably be okay.
Well, just in case.
Okay, can you give me a wisdom, just like a wisdom check as you manifest your magic onto real bright?
Well,
Hey, oh yeah, you want to cure bright, and so you're sort of phased Casimir here reaches forward, and you make contact with Bright's real body, and the body starts knitting and healing with your magic.
Okay,
Really
so that's
feast
12.
or famine on that roll. 23 or 3, or 22 or 3.
So 12? 12 then?
12 hit points. Yep.
Yeah, no, take the green number instead of the red number.
Okay. I'm better
most
now.
preferably.
Still not good, but better.
And that is all I
Okay.
can do at the moment.
All right. Now I have monsters that get to do things. And then at the end, if you remember, at the end of me having them take actions, a new wave of them is going to appear. And I have some movement, as I have my little mushroom dude here creeping up. And is actually, there's nothing really here to worry about. So I guess he's just gonna go boop, like that. And then we have got this going on. Your spell's putting in work because you're making me go the long way around here, Celine. These are
Yeah,
running
because you
in.
used to have Spirit Guardians up, huh?
Yep.
Yes, half speed, wisdom saving throw.
And I do have one of my little squiggly arms next to an owl. And so what is going to happen is I need your owl to make a dexterity saving throw. Please.
Ooh.
Okay. That is 2.
And what you all see is this creature. All right, so this creature sort of holds up one of its tendrils, and you just see like a bulge of something travel up, and just this viscous black, like an ink, spurts out and covers the owl. The owl is blinded.
Which one is it?
It is this owl up here. This owl
Number
is
3.
blinded.
Noted.
Until the end of the monster's next turn. There's no additional saves on this one.
Okay.
That being said, now that it is blind, I'm going to also... I am also going to get a flap on it. And this is going to be... Oh, I should have just done 2d20. That's fine. I've played D20 before. Hey, there's a critical hit. And that is going to end up being... I think that's going to end your owl. Let's find out.
That's a critical hit. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
no.
the owl...
Big oof.
The owl has
All three
been
is
blinded as this like tendril like wraps up. So it's or I guess that's more of a caw, but you know, hoo hoo. And this thing kind of like reaches up and it just crushes it into bone and feather. But fortunately, it's not real for too long, and it kind of you know, it's a magical owl, so it bursts out of reality. And rip owl. It's then gonna scoot up a little bit. All right, those were my squiggles. I had my mushroom run up. Now I have 2 spiders on the field, and so my first spider. My first spider is going to open up on Jacob.
At disadvantage because it's in darkness.
Yeah, presumably.
Presumably.
And what am I gonna get to do here? I have... Alright. Now, they normally would get advantage on their rolls. However, they are kind of fumbling around in this magical darkness already, and so that is bringing it to a 13, which I do not believe, or not a 13, no, 15. Even a 15 is not going to hit. And then it's going to make another attack. This actually should be at a plus 17 hit. Jacob? Oh, sorry, I caught you with a mouthful.
Yeah. Sorry, it's my first meal of the day, and
Ooh.
according to my stats, it's going to be my last.
Oh, all right. So 17 does hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just making a joke about last meals.
Gotcha. All right. Now, Jasper is not hindered by darkness, and so the one spider that is on Jasper... I'm going to take that 15, and so we're going to say 22, and does that hit?
That'll hit.
All right. And that is going to be for, 15 points of damage.
Holy
And then the
Bataxes.
second attack, I'll take the 19. It's not a critical, but that is going to be another hit. And this one is 14 points of damage.
Jasper is poofed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Just like the owl, unfortunately, Jasper just is crushed under the assault of this as its legs lash out and slash and bite and claw. And Jasper is no more.
Oh, that's so sad.
I only had those 2 spiders, and so that is the bottom of the round, which means that things are gonna happen. And we have a 1, 2, 3, 6. And... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now instead of all one type of monster, you're getting a mix. 2 different kinds. The spiders and the squiggles here have both appeared on this unlimited white plane. But they don't get to move. That's what happens at the bottom of the round, is they get to appear. And now we go back up to the top of the initiative, meaning I get to ask Mordecai, what are you doing in the face of this new wave and everything that's happened?
Well, maintaining the darkness, and what am I doing? What am I doing? I am... What can I do? Hang on, sorry. Knowing that this spider is in this darkness, I am going to look for him, and I want to strike at it with a bite attack.
Okay. So sure. It is magical darkness, so you're gonna have disadvantage all the same. But yeah, you knew where it was, so I mean the attack is feasible. It would just be a disadvantage.
Can I use both of my +1s?
Sure. That's fine.
Alright. Do you want me using strength to attack with that?
No, you can use this off of deck, so we can consider them finesse weapons here. Mordecai opens his mouth, and each of his +1s descend from his upper jaw. And
I had drank a potion of strength 3 sessions ago, and it hasn't worn off yet? Question
No.
mark?
No, it hasn't.
So I'm gonna do that. But I don't have a damage dice for that.
okay, yeah, you can use strength if you want, but yeah, it's finesse, you get the option. So
Alright. So that's a 19 to hit.
all right, yes. You rush into the darkness. Your +1s extend, and sure enough, they and the thing like it's a really weird feeling. It would be kind of like it'd be kind of like if a vampire in modern times, in like Vampire the Masquerade, decided to bite something like an aerosol can. Like there's a hard exterior, but then inside it's just kind of an airy rush as it just escapes into nothingness, like you popped it.
Dang it, Mordecai, stay off the whippets.
Don't those cans usually say "do not puncture"? Pretty sure they did.
They did.
And I'm just gonna stay in the darkness.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Mordecai lurks in the darkness. All right, now we're oh no, Jasper gets an X on initiative. Oh, poor Jasper.
Yeah, poor Jasper.
All right, now we come down to Bright. Little old Bright.
That's me. Okay. So I have to say these monsters are not conveniently located whatsoever.
Not at all.
They could really be placed more conveniently.
Yeah.
Especially the combination of the monsters and the owls. Things are just all in the wrong places.
Me too, Bright. Me too.
Okay. So now that we've got that out of the way, I think the thing to do. So can anyone give me a quick reminder of what the special power of the little tree things are? Because I know they have a special ability.
I think they move up.
They shot an inky kind of goo from a tendril at an owl, and
Okay.
then also crushed it. But yes, they do have that kind of rippling face appearance with their.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and line up a shot on this spider fellow here next to this owl.
Okay.
Another shot. 21. Woohoo!
Hey, all right.
Roll damage.
And so the spider falls to your fiery bolt, and when that happens, all other spiders get to rush up. There we go. And I believe, unless there's anything else, that is your turn, Bright, and we go to Jacob.
I think I'll stay where I am. I'm in a good place.
All right, Jacob, we're over to you. You feel the presence of Mordecai in this magical darkness as it surrounds you.
I am going to hold my action until an enemy ends up getting within 5 feet of me.
Okay. And then you're going to let loose with the Warhammer. Then in that case, DM bot has been programmed with the executable command. We have Celine. Celine, what are you doing?
Yes. So what I am going to do is this spider right here
Yes.
is taking a spiritual weapon to the face.
All right.
Spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah. Spider is Gonzo, meaning other spiders get to rush up. One.
Which is a good thing. I want them to move. I want them to move.
3, 4. There's 2 juicy morsels, so yeah, it's gonna enter the darkness. Okay. All right, there we go. Movement has been done. You can continue.
These two here are taking a chill touch through the movement of a Reaper. First one will be a 17. The second one will be a crit.
All right. So
Love them green numbers.
The face tree squiggly thing goes down. The other spider goes down, and as the spider goes down, we have some run in, and Jacob, there is you feel the presence of a creature that is right on you. Now this would be. Your attack would be at disadvantage because you're in darkness, but you can still make it.
And since it's a full action, it was a held action.
Oh, all right. Those are gonna hit. All right, so that goes off, and you crack through the outside of this thing, and it goes away. And as that happens, there's some more little duders creeping in. Okay.
Don't slide down my leg.
Raz is giving the cat butt emote here. Yes, very much. And anything else from you, Celine, or are we going to Casimir?
Nope, that's my action and bonus action.
All right, Casimir.
Get it, Casimir.
All right. I would like the second owl to attack that spider, but the first owl to attack one of the tree thingies.
Okay.
Gosh, iPhone.
Do you want this owl to attack the mushroom, or do you want it to go elsewhere?
I want that owl to get that spider up here. This one.
Sure.
And then this one to attack that one.
Okay.
This one to attack that.
Sure. All right, and these are all at +3s. You said, right?
Yes.
All
The
right.
4
so-
is for these.
Yeah, starting
And then
there, going
2.
clockwise. So unfortunately, it flies up and it tries to strip away one of the wiggly branches, and it just doesn't work. And the second one on the spider is going to hit, and so that spider goes down, meaning that Jacob has another guest. Then we have this owl succeeds very well, actually. This just shreds this thing, tearing it apart before it disappears. And the last one, gets the job done. Not nearly as dramatic.
Did this one attack?
Yeah, that one killed the spider. Oh, wait. There we go.
Okay. Also, this one here, I want to move as far as it can. It has flyby, so it's not good.
Oh, okay. Where do you want it to... I don't think it flew too far to get to that one. Where do you want it to go?
As far towards me as it can.
Okay.
Kind of
I
away
think
from
there was like 10 feet, so 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's 60 feet?
Yep.
All right. So here, I presume you want it above the bubble of darkness?
Yeah. That's
Okay. Gotcha.
fine. Out of danger zone.
Yep. No problem.
Little one, do you need any more healing?
No. At least I don't.
Yeah,
Right.
well, you're not little one. I'm little one.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if Celine wants to take a pet name from Casimir, we'll keep stirring this pot. I mean, we'll
I'll take anything. That's
You're too far away from me to heal, though.
So
fair.
yeah, so meanwhile, I mean, I'm still hurting. You can see, look, there's blood in my floofs, but I mean, it's not urgent, especially because there's this wall, and I think the wall is
I don't have an action, so.
holding. It doesn't matter. Why are you even asking?
Yeah. Just give you a little.
That's so nice. Okay, I think you have to make a wisdom check.
Yes.
I picked up this Zero Sugar Mountain Dew while I was out earlier at the store, and it's not bad. It's
I've
definitely
crit-
not
I've
normal
crit
Mountain
healing
Dew.
wisdom twice.
Should be a bonus for that. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Oh
Flexing
yeah.
that
Just,
wisdom.
Casimir, you force what? You are just like, yes, little one. I'm going to mend your body, and your will overcomes this distorted fey reality as curative magic tickles over Bright. Now the monsters get to do something. Okay. I can dig it. Let's get some movement out of the way. And we're gonna move this one. Oh, we're gonna have to go the long way around with that one. Dun 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 dun. Hey, well, he can't attack, but at least we have something in there. We've made first contact. Excellent. And now, at the bottom of this round, all right, 12 more monsters appear, but that's all they do. And I had a spider on Jacob, so I guess I'm going to attack Jacob. And I'm still in darkness, so...
Yep.
Boo. That's... Oh, alright. 26 is gonna hit.
Isn't that a disadvantage?
It's normally at
Nope.
advantage. The spiders have been swinging at advantage on you all. And
Yeah.
so disadvantage cancels out advantage for a normal roll.
Yes.
Right.
that'll hit.
Even with nothing else near it.
Even with nothing else near it.
Oof. They might have something.
Or the bodies might be considered incapacitated.
So that is 10 points. And this is going to be a... Nope, 15's going to tank off your armor. All right, so that's what happens.
All right.
And that the flesh tree that that's squiggled up to you doesn't get to act, but that's okay. You probably don't need to look at the horror that's lurking in the darkness anyway, Jacob. We're going to now go to... Here we go. This is the top... This is the top of round 7. Or, I'm sorry. It was 8. And Mordecai, you get to do something here.
That to do. How do you look, Jacob?
I'll get through it. I'm not even at half yet.
Okay. Then let's see. I am going to I'm just gonna munch another one.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, nice. So your +1 sink into this thing and burst it, causing a rippling effect with all other spooters, and they are going to start moving in like the little creepy crawlies they are. Okay. I got my movement. Anything else from you, Mordecai?
I am going to inspire Jacob again.
Okay. Jacob is inspired. We now come over to Bright. What are you doing, Bright?
Right.
Did we lose a fluffy sheep?
Oh, I'm on mute.
It's not good for a wizard to not be able to speak.
So, I have really good news. I finally have a shot. I think it's great.
Oh. Oh, snap. All right.
It goes one more square north, but I don't think there's anything up there.
No.
So it doesn't matter.
And this is going to require a what dex save am I looking at for?
See 16.
16. Ooh, I gotta get my stat block open. I'm gonna roll first. I'm on the spiders entry.
Say, it did a lot of damage, so saving may not do much good.
Unless 15 damage is something that they can tank.
All right, the owlbear spider is it's not that it's not affected, it doesn't pop, however, in the fireball. The things with the tendrils, oh, I don't think this is their strong suit. And once I get to it here. Oh no, it's not. All right, I have I have 2 of these things. Lower left. Alright, and lower right. Alright. And lastly, but not leastly, my little mushroom boys here. Yay. Okay. So two of the little mini flesh trees are taken out, leaving a spider and a mushroom behind.
It's safe for half, not safe for
Correct.
anything.
So they're tanking 15 damage?
They appear cosmetically charred as if they're affected. However, they did not take the full effect of the fireball and have not dissipated because of that.
Alright.
I mean, that's all. So
Okay. All right. Jacob.
Well, I got one more target right beside me, so
Yep.
might as well make the most of it.
Ooh. Squish. Before it gets to do anything. Oh well.
I will then move. I can't split the action. My
Yes,
3
you
attacks between.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
So if that's the case, I am going to move. Oh god dang it. Okay, I am going to move here.
Okay.
Take my next attack on that, and if it succeeds, then I'll target this one.
Sure. All right. So, Jacob, you move forward. Your your head kind of pokes out of this darkness. You see that there's 2 of these creatures. You take your second swing on the one you're attacking out of the darkness. So this would be normal for you. So go ahead and roll. All right.
12 hit.
Then, you're moving over to the spider.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to stay in the darkness, or do you want to move out of the darkness?
I'm gonna stay in it.
Okay. So your face is kind of like the equivalent of like a shark fin above the water line here, as Jacob just kind of like skirts around the darkness sphere. Your head pokes out, and suddenly from the darkness, a warhammer comes to crush the spider, which it does, and that is going to cause a ripple effect.
Pardon me.
Would be that's kind of blocking. Oh, hey, Tabletop Galaxy just rated us. Thank you so much,
Hey.
our friends from the Star Wars universe. I think that was all my spiders that moved. Okay. Anything else from you, Jacob?
Nope, and I think about covers it.
All right. Then that is going to bring us to Celine. Celine, what are you doing here from your bastion of safety as you're surrounded by the by these celestial powers?
Yes. Is there anyone I can reap it to death? It's not looking so.
I don't think any of them have been forced together in their run-in. There's some that are close though.
Yeah, 10 feet unfortunately ain't good enough. You know, I'm thinking I think it's time that I pull out one of the big guns. Do you think it's time that I pull out one of the big guns? Because I'm thinking,
Why big guns? These are gribblers.
yeah, but I mean, it's something that I could use to murder them all day, every day.
You wanna
Also to
waste your
protect
spell
Jacob's body.
slots. It's your choice to use your spell slots.
It's not that high of a spell slot that I'm using. I am going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Fourth
Ah.
level spell, not so high.
It's not. I have up to 6th. Yep, that is another thing I wanted to move. The ruler. Give me the ruler. Thank you. I'm gonna cast it right there.
All right, let me find something here.
It is a large creature.
It is
Does it
apparently a
require
red alien
concentration or
warrior.
no?
No, it is just duration 8 hours. So good.
Well,
It vanishes when it's dealt a total of 60 damage. So it's gonna be dealing 60 damage. And it's any creature that's hostile to me moves to a space within 10 feet of it.
I will bring up, it is a space that you can see within range, and there is magical darkness.
Ah,
So do
That
you
is
want to move
true.
it elsewhere, or do you want to not do that?
if that's the case, what I will do is I will move it. I'll just make sure that that's a place that I can move it to. I will move it to here.
Like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
protected that edge of the.
Okay. Yeah, hey, I mean, Celine, this is, you're setting up zones, and between things like the Wall of Force and these other effects, you're kind of having this, like, funneling of the monsters, so...
Speaking of, that one's getting hit with a spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
The spider, or...
The spider.
Okay. Alright,
Because they move when they get hit, get hit. Their friends move when they get hit or die. I'm going to funnel them into the death dimension.
Okay. Oh yeah, that absolutely
dimension.
destroys that spider. And that is going to force some movement, as this one is... 1, 2, 1, 2... This one here. And the owl, if you want the owl to take an attack of opportunity, it can, since this spider is leaving...
Yes.
Oh, wait. No, go ahead and roll. I can't... I don't have it in my note if I remembered that if those could move without... I think the force movement did not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, no, it does
Yeah,
provoke
it didn't,
opportunity
yeah.
attacks.
Yep, never mind. Sorry. The owl thinks about it as a predatory animal. Very cute one, but still a predatory animal. It thinks long and hard and it says, you get this one. Okay.
I shall deny them respite. They will look for mercy and they will find none.
that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry.
It's alright. So that was Celine. Anything else, Celine, or are we going to Casimir?
We are going to Casimir.
Alright, Casimir?
Right,
Round 8.
time for the owl to be like, oh, okay, then. Alright. This one is going to attack that one.
Okay.
The rest will attack whatever one's closest.
Alright.
5 of them.
Alright, I think
3.
So, starting... That is... that one is actually still going to hit. So that
Okay.
one pops. This one pops. We come over to the spider. Does not hit. Then we are over here. That is going to miss. And then our final one is going to pop a tree.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
I am going to just hold action. If the wall of force disappears, I will attack whatever's closest.
Okay. Very good. That is round 8 for Casimir, round 8 for monsters. And I have starting to be able to get to do stuff. Can any of them move and attack? Not just yet. Oh no, actually, I can get one in on Jacob, and the others, I'm gonna get to attack. And those can attack the owl, so I'm gonna attack an owl and Jacob. Is how this is looking like it's gonna happen. So on Jacob first. Does a 19 hit you?
19 does in fact hit me.
All right. And it's hitting you for 13.
Okay.
And the second hit. Ooh, heavy hitters. And 13.
Okay. All right.
And this one is I need the owl to make a dexterity save, as it's going to try and blind it with goo.
Plus.
Okay, it is not blinded by goo, which means that, however, I believe is still going to hit the owl's AC.
Yep.
And that was...
Is it this one?
Yep. 16 damage.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, one's gone.
And now those are... Well, the one was a move and attack. Everything else gets to move, or at least can move... Let's see, that one can only move once. And so everything else can just keep creeping in, can run in unhindered. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Oh, it looks like that spider can also attack Jacob too. But the other one can't, though the other one can roll up on Jacob. So after this movement, I'm going to be having... I'll be having one more round of attacks on Jacob. Alright. This has to take the long way around. That is going to be a 16. No, 16 doesn't hurt you. That is going to be... Oh, there we go. That one will. That is going to be... Oh, lucky 13s. 13, 13, 13 damage against you. So one more incidence of 13 damage. And that is monster actions. Actually, this is the bottom of the 8th. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
One thing appears, and it is huge.
Was this a recognizable creature?
It is a creature that is, it's hulking. It almost has, like, you would almost swear, like, it has like bright floofs, like although they're like tendrils that are like spilling out of its mouth, kind of like a, you know.
Oh, it's the Bright Hulk.
And so it just has these like bright pink. But this is a big hulking thing that has claws, and it has manifested. It has noticed you. Oh, whoa.
Question,
And-
Matty.
Yes.
This creature right here, did
Yes.
it move?
That one I believe did. I think I went around the circle.
Well, and it does move. If it moves to within 10 feet of the Guardian,
Okay.
it does need to make me a... I will just check this spell real quick. Guardian of Phase. It needs to make me a dexterity saving.
Ew, I don't like making those. All my monsters, unfortunately, aren't really good at that. Oh, alright, that one is.
So that'll pass. It takes 10 damage.
Alright. So, the mushroom creature, like, ducks out of the way, and just, like, a little bit of its cap is severed, but it doesn't seem to set off the, explosion. It doesn't affect the death trigger.
Okay, so, does it die, though?
No, it is still there.
Oh, alright.
So similar to the other monsters where they were like they're charred, but they survived, even though they're one-hit pops. This is somehow a powerhouse mushroom or something. You know, in-game reason it is Selene Might, but it was able to pass the save and it does not pop, even though it's a one-hit monster.
Nose nerfing dog.
Okay.
Is there a dog nose?
I didn't hear a dog in the background.
Yeah, there's no dog here.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Anything else then? That is. I think that's all for my monsters. No other reactions from anything else?
nah.
No? Okay. All right, here we go. Top of the 9th. Mordecai.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I don't see the hulking figure because I am in my darkness.
Correct.
I can't see that. If I look at Jacob, how's he looking?
Like darkness.
Well, I kind of want to get an assessment of him a little bit.
I mean, if you
Been
want, you can
before.
go up and try and, I don't know, like touch him. Like,
You can fondle his ears.
yeah, you
That's
can
so
kind of.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I guess in this case, wisdom is both perception and medicine. So just go ahead and make a medicine check at I don't know, just a straight up medicine check, I guess.
I have a passive perception of 25 and a plus 10 to this perception check. Of medicine.
Well, but you want to know how he is. Like, does he have any cuts and bruises, or like, is he injured? So you're not really perceiving with eyes and ears. I mean, arguably touch, but we're trying to go for, you know, is this lump supposed to be here? Does this joint usually bend this way? I don't remember Jacob talking about that being a skill.
If that's going to cost me an action, I'm just going to dump a cure wounds.
Okay, sure. Yeah, because I mean, you're having to kind of fondle around in the dark here, literally or figuratively, and just try and assess.
Probably better, very literally.
I am going to dump it at a 3rd level. Just because.
All right, and just go ahead and make a charisma check while you are at it.
What? Booty butts roll.
Can you
Okay.
manifest? Yes, absolutely. All right, so Jacob's body knits itself back together by the exertion of Mordecai's will through this reality barrier.
Uh-oh. So that's going to be 8 healing.
That's a total of 15.
15. Okay.
Because a
Doing
higher
big
level
numbers
cast.
now.
Higher level cast, man. Higher level cast.
Yeah. Didn't even heal me by a quarter.
Well, you're a fighter. Duh.
You have the highest hit dice in the entire party. You're only tied to Casimir.
I don't really have a bonus action that I want to use right now, so that's it.
Sure. All
I'm
right.
gonna try and attempt to draw some of their attention if I can.
What? So you don't have an action to spend per se, but like talking is a free action. Maybe that could do something. What would you like to do to try and draw their attention?
Just kind of try and get them to attack me. I don't know what to say.
You're shouting from the darkness, so you could, I don't know, maybe make noise or something.
Be creepy. Yeah.
All right. So
To attack the darkness.
yeah. Real quick, just go ahead and make a performance check.
Hey, I'm hella good at that.
All right. Which character? Bright and Celine. For a moment, you just get this weird, like, flashback to Jade when she used Hunger of Hadar, as these, like, snarls and whispers emanate from a sphere of darkness on the battlefield.
Oh, that's just...
I believe the word you're looking for, Celine, is that's not fair.
So yeah, the hemisphere of darkness is snarling menacingly, like some sort of extraplanar manifestation, and you all get that little doki doki thump in your heart for Jade. All right, so now we come to Bright. Bright, this is round 9 for you. What are you doing?
Oh, round 9. That's one of my favorite rounds. So everyone, we need to make sure that the little mushroom guys stay away from the wall, because I don't know if their psychic attack, it might go through the wall. So we'll conduct a little experiment on Mordecai, and I'll fire a firebolt at this one.
Okay.
Don't worry, Mordecai, I have healing.
A 17 hits you, right, Mordecai? No,
It's
I'm just
Mordecai.
You want to conduct an experiment? No, I get it. You want to pop the mushroom. All right, a 17 absolutely hits. But just one little degree off to the side, and your firebolt would have flown elsewhere.
It would have hit the wall of force. It would have been fine.
All right, so this explodes, which also means that this goes bye-bye. And then the wall of force... can one of you generate the wall of force real quick, so I can make a judgment call on this? Thank you. Invisible wall of force. Nothing can physically pass. The wall's immune to damage, but nothing can physically pass through. Disintegrate spell interacts with it. And ethereal travel is also not. All right. So in this instance, because this is it's a physical barrier, the wall remains untouched. However, Mordecai, you take. I mean, that's kind of average-ish. You take 20 psychic damage as this kind of ripple, this distortion kind of travels through the wall, kind of making a plexiglass wibble wobble, and then you just kind of you get this headache.
We really have to keep the mushrooms away from the wall. Their death explode can get through it, and maybe so can the regular attacks. We're not sure.
You hear a very pained scream from the darkness.
Aye. It's extra grumpy darkness.
Mordecai, I'm sorry.
All right.
But at least now we know. So that's good news.
Battlefield awareness is precious.
Good news. Good news, everyone.
Bright is so
Okay.
optimistic.
So let's keep the mushrooms away from the wall. That would be good.
You're just
Okay,
gonna feel a
that's
little
all. I'm
migraine.
done.
That's all. All right, to keep things moving along here. Round 9 for Jacob, who's swirling the tank here, kind of like sticking his face out like a shark fin. What are you doing, Jacob?
Oh, I need to
Something
make a
dives into the
concentration
water.
check really quick.
Oh, yeah, this is true. Concentration check, because you may not be in dark. Oh, yeah. No, wait. You may not be in darkness?
No, I have to maintain darkness.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spend willpower if you have to. Sorry.
All right, so you weather the storm, and while your physical body takes damage, it reverberates through this. Well, y'all aren't tethered by silver cords or anything, but it's kind of the similar effect. Anyway, Jacob, we're over to you.
Something jumped in the pool.
Yeah, there are several things if you wanna dip back into the darkness, and you remanifest over yourself.
Hacking its flag.
All right.
Hack. Chopping that meat.
All right. So the first one, let me double check. On this page. All right.
Mordecai, do I still have that inspiration?
Should, if you haven't spent
You
it.
haven't spent it.
You pop them. Prodigiously.
All of them?
Yeah. This is... I have 1 spider left after this, but I get to move 6
It's
spaces.
so gooey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There's another thing that skitters up right beside you after you finish destroying its friends.
God, this would be such a waste, but screw it. Because much like Celine has been practicing, and of course, given that Jacob is a man who should be following some manner of faith, I would like to believe that
Oh.
there are certain preachings that must be followed.
Okay.
In this case, no survivors.
Action surge.
Exactly right.
All right, you
Jacob's never admitting that openly.
So the first one hits. Now, as that happens, unless you consider Mordecai a threat, you don't feel like there's no other, like Mordecai is kind of snarling and making really weird sounds, but besides that, you still have 15 feet of movement that you can use from your move action if you wanted to take it and swing on something else, or to just get into position. But you did pop the spider, and I have no other spiders to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here.
All right. So
10
Jacob,
feet.
what did I? What the? What are they
You're on the
even-
drawing tool.
Oh, it's the drawing. Okay, I was wondering what the heck that was. All right. Well, apparently Jacob only has 1 eye now. I'm gonna move that off to the side, and we're gonna move Jacob. All right. So Jacob dashes in, hits a skittering spider, crushes it to the ground, pivots, kind of like dips and rips, and once more his face kind of like emerges from the dark sphere in front of this mushroom, and just this hammer kind of comes up and comes down on the thing, and I need you to make a dex save, Jacob. All right.
You're inspired still.
Would you like to invoke that, or do you want to just take it and save it?
I'll take it.
Take the full hit?
I mean, you could Indomitable.
Pardon?
You could Indomitable if you wished.
I could. Yeah. No, I think I'll let it. I'll let it hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I'd rather it be for a high chance of payoff.
Oh, look at that! Only 10 sight. Look at that! Almost minned out. 1126. You chose wisely in this case, not to blow an extra
on the
ability.
plus side, I can also reduce that.
Okay.
That you can.
Do you want to describe this effect? Since your magic takes on a bit of a different. You just don't go magic. It's
No. Jacob ends up trying to slam down on this thing, the abomination of Feywild misery that we're perpetually trapped in. And as he slams his warhammer, and this psychic blast, almost like a concussive grenade, goes off. And as it does so, he finds himself kind of blown back for a second and suddenly stops. And when he opens his eyes, there's almost this perfect silhouette of black hair that seems to be growing out of this complete lack of floor in a perfect T-pose. And then it just simply falls forward and crashes on the ground, breaking as though it's glass, and dissolves into nothing. And he just kind of has this look of confusion as to what the hell that was.
Awesome. I love the imagery. All right, so that was Jacob's turn. Kind of running and gunning here, and we now come over to Celine. Celine, round 9 for you. What are you doing? You have a spiritual weapon, a holy guardian or spirit guardian as well. You have the zone around you. You are like battlefield control right now. So what's happening here?
Yes. So, this guy's getting taken out with a spiritual weapon hit.
Okay.
And, thump.
Oh, yeah. This psychic energy distorts around it and harmlessly dissipates.
Yes. Now,
Made your scythe kind of look like a little wobbly. Kind of like if you take a pencil and you wiggle it in front of your eyes, but then it solidifies.
Okie dokie. So, I think against, I'll go against this thing here.
Okay.
I will decide to chill.
Chill touch. All right. Chill touch the tree. Oh no, unfortunately.
Chill touch ain't hitting.
Yeah, just
Oh no.
You go in for it and just it blocks your attack, as that's a natural 1. Oh, it happens,
that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Oh, at least you popped an enemy, right? It wasn't not productive.
That is true.
All right, Casimir.
All right, Owl's attack. The nearest mushroom thingy to them.
All right, mushroom.
Oh,
Mushroom.
Good attack.
Oh, 18, 19, 12, and 20. Yeah. All right, so your owls, I don't know. There's this moment where you look at your owls and you just have this look on their face. The owls look at you. And they understand what must be done, and they fly out on this mission, which unfortunately I don't think many, if any of them, are going to return, as they're jumping on the mushrooms here for the party. So all of them are going to hit, and they all had variable amounts of life left. That was 8 or under, correct?
Yep. 4, 6, 6, and 3.
All right. I guess if I roll really low and you save, do you want to give me 4 dex saves just to see?
Choice.
It's going to be plus 2 for them. Nope.
Oh no, okay. So unfortunate. All right, they all hit, but they like wrap their wings around to make sure that they're containing the full amount of the blast, so that nothing gets harmed. And I mean, I don't think I need to roll, but yeah, your owls just pounce on these things. And
If I had the hat, I would tip.
well, I mean, you kind of have the hair over, so you can kind of like pull it to the side, and nod a little bit, and then and the owls, boom, explode.
Alright.
But they take the 4 mushroom enemies with them. So there's that. Anything else from you, Casimir?
Yes. I'm going to heal Mordecai.
Okay.
Level 1. They have to roll.
Yes, you do. Oh no. All right, so Casimir, you turn and you try and channel your energy, but unfortunately, Bright is just like she's just such an easy target, right? Bright hair, you kind of you channel in this poor cute creature on death's door, and then you turn to Mordecai and maybe I don't know. You're like, oh no, the darkness, and you kind of are fumbling around, and you get a little bit lost on the fumbling around before you remember. Oh, I'm not in darkness. Oh well. But it distracts you enough that unfortunately your spell does not manifest in this instance.
Not at all.
No.
Okay.
Or wait,
Oh.
was it half last time?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, half of it goes through. Never mind. All right, so you give real Mordecai like a good game, and I mean it's something.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Somewhere in the darkness, Mordecai, you just feel this kind of like like a little a tap on your ass here, just like, yeah, good game. Keep it up, champ. Anything else, Casimir, or are we going to my monsters?
That'll be it.
Monsters go. Oh, jeez. I have 2 monsters left. All right, well. I guess this one's gonna kind of slurp into the darkness. And then I have this one, which is going to stride quickly, at least in terms of the space and time that we're messing with here. Is going to stride up, and it does not seem to do anything at any appreciable range. This is now going to be monster spawns for the top of round 10.
Monster spawns?
Monster spawns.
I heard something about monster spawns. Note they're all going to die, but
I'm mildly disappointed I'm not seeing Tarasques.
please no! We're level 11 and we have no magical items, or very little magical items.
Not at all.
I like living! Well, half
We have at
living!
least one magic item. It's not that useful, but we have at least one.
I mean, I have my sunblade, but I
Two
kind
then.
of don't want to
Two then.
We do not have magical items that are useful.
You
Not
have,
for,
you have, you
at
have
the
an
very
epic
least not
sword.
for,
That is magic item.
not for a Tarrasque
It's
fight
not
anyway.
useful, but it is. It is magic.
Everybody's
All right.
talking. No, sorry.
12 more Gribblies appear in a mix of all of them that are also going to be accompanying whatever the big like when I'm describing like pink floofs like pouring out of this thing's face, think like the little salamander, axolotls. You know how they have like the frilly kind of like tendril stuff sticking out their face? Like this is just like like a curtain almost coming down from this thing as it's coming up to you all like this. And so yeah, they all appear. The battlefield has been reset for the top of round 10. And we are over to Mordecai. Mordecai, what are you doing at the top of round 10?
I don't know if it's going to do anything, but I want to attack this guy and attempt to drink from it with a bite
Okay,
to recover health if I can.
sure.
So bite.
Oh, yeah. All right.
But that's a disadvantage because I'm in darkness. But
Oh, no, 27 instead of a 28. Wah, wah.
no.
All right, so you go up and as you interact with this thing more than just trying to pop it, go ahead and make a charisma check like I've been having you do for spells. In this case, like can you manifest yourself into? All right. And so what happens, Mordecai, is instead of dispersing, kind of like as a poof of white into the endless white. There is a rush, and you feel you can't see what's happening, but there's like your body has changed in some way, and yeah, it's you have absorbed you've absorbed something here, and this is going to grant you. I'll be kind of making a call on the fly here. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's something. You actually have 2 temporary hit points floating right now.
Okay. I'll take it.
As your body like I don't know, just all over your body you feel this kind of, I don't know, something's just it's you, but I mean, look, you've been a vampire for a little while. You understand when you consume things that, you find things where other things haven't been before, and this could just be a manifestation. But at least you have mechanically you have some sort of temporary protection on you to absorb a little bit of something. And as that happens, Casimir, actually. Everyone but Jacob and Mordecai, you see real Mordecai.
What's up?
Real Mordecai, his skin starts kind of like drooping, and then like holes open up, and you just see like 24 mouths just form all over Mordecai's body. As they kind of like open and close with fanged like, yeah. So there's that. Something happened in the darkness apparently, and Casimir, you pull your hand away from curing him apparently just before his body starts kind of like pulling open like. It would look like if you have a fresh grilled cheese sandwich and you pull the 2 like bread pieces apart, and you just get that kind of like liquid stringy like, except it's his beautiful blue skin, and in parts where it kind of like stretches, you just see like the tattoos flow with it as well. So yeah, we have like a grilled cheese looking fungal Mordecai. Okay.
We might have to fix that.
Anything else then from you, Mordecai, or are we going to Bright?
I suppose since I don't really see anything else in the darkness, I'm gonna kind of, I guess, move over here and poke my head out.
Okay, sure. You dip out, and you see enemies all around in a mix.
That's all the movement I have, so that's my turn.
Okay. Unfortunately, you don't see the big gribbler over here, but I mean, it might be apparent in a little bit here. Or I don't know, the people might have shouted, but you were also making creepy sounds in the darkness. So, actually, now that you're dipping out, never mind, Mordecai. Like you look out and you're just like, what is going on? Like you go to like scratch, and then you're like, oh, what bit me? I bit me. As like your forearm kind of like a mouth opens on your forearm and kind of like it tries to go for your finger, and you pull your finger away. And then you look at your finger, and your finger kind of like smiles with a little fanged
Help. This is rare. That's it.
Bright. Bright, what are you doing?
So, boy, you never know what's going to happen with Mordecai from one day to the next. It's just so hard to tell. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and I guess I'll just go ahead and walk this far up.
Okay.
And know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can experiment on Big Boy, or you can try taking out the known quantities.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do is the thing. And there are so many choices, and they're all bad. So I guess I'll go ahead. I hate to do this, but I have to. I'll go ahead and make a Misty Step. So that'll take me to here.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll cast a firebolt at the big fellow.
Sure. All right. Pew pew at it.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Yeah,
It's a good roll.
you take a couple steps, and then you disappear in this I guess pink mist or whatever special effect that you want to apply. You reappear, and a firebolt flies from your hand and impacts this thing, and you're gonna deal some critical damage to it here. And this thing
28 damage.
This thing has taken 28 damage, and it does not immediately disappear.
I kind of figured it wouldn't, so I'm glad I rolled that crit.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's my turn. I'm out of everything.
All right. We're going to go to round 10 for Jacob.
Okay.
Guess I'll have time to shout and say, we should kill this big thing over here. It looks important.
Just to be clear, she's referring to this big thing over here.
Yes.
Alright. So I can only do this so much. Okay. This is going to drop me down my last. Oh, what the? It's going to drop me down to use up my last second level.
All right.
So hairy step. And gonna put myself right between the big guy and everybody else.
So if you were here, 5, 10, 15, 20,
I
25.
have a
Oh, yeah, you have
60-foot
plenty of movement. So do you want to be, like, here?
Yeah.
Okay, that works. It's a huge creature, so you're on the third square in the corner.
Yeah. Man.
Hit. Nice.
Hey, I can actually roll damage.
Some decent damage rolls.
We are at 66 damage total on this thing. It is still up, but you take a hairy step and you continue running. As I guess, interestingly, so we have like Bright, who does this in almost looks like a Star Trek teleporter, sparkles and wonderful bright colors, appears and pews with a bright streak of fire. You come out of the darkness, the hair is almost like behind you, trailing. You take a couple steps, you disappear as it enshrouds you. You reappear and cold steel. Although not mechanically cold steel, because that doesn't exist in 5th edition like it did in 3rd. Cold steel, and 3 hits.
I don't know what's going on.
I guess it was cold iron. Ooh, be super effective in a fey cave. All right,